you. The person that sits in with Elton's band on a regular basis is homegrown, a product of South Beach. Adam Chester is a proud graduate of Miami Beach Senior High School.
Raise your head up, look around. It's such a pretty country, and just a bullet bluntly, it's a miss. In these moments after the war, all the wounded right here, all the ones who died here. It's gonna take some time to carry on. Every day's a miracle. Celebrate the miracle.
Adam Chester.
In the flesh.
Look at you in the virtual flesh. Look
What's
at
up,
you,
man?
Adam. Good. How you doing?
Doing great.
Just what's this thing doing? Hold on. All
Let me
right.
see if I can let's see. Enable original sound is what I need to do. Just did that. Cool.
You think you would have figured it out by now, right?
I'm a loser. What can I
No,
tell you?
like me too, man. Like I tell you, like did you see the video of the guy of the lawyer with the cat?
No.
Oh
wait,
my.
I heard about this. The cat, he had the cat on the Instagram or whatever on his
Exactly. That one. So listen, like we're all in the same boat, Adam. Absolutely.
I guess.
Oh man, so it's great. It's great connecting with you. How are you doing, Adam?
Doing okay, I can't believe you know Miriam, you know Roxanne. How crazy.
It's so crazy, right? Right. So just like to tell, my audience really quickly. First of all, I mean, Adam is a virtuoso, pianist, conductor, composer, author, long career in music industry, and since 2005, you've earned the title of the Surrogate Elton John, working
Right.
exclusively with the man, the legend on his tours that he's stand-in, rehearsals, all that good stuff. So that's who Adam is, and we're honored to have you, Adam.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, Jamie. Seriously, this is great.
And absolutely, and what Adam is talking about is, I have like an extended family member who said, "Man, you gotta have Adam. I know him. He's amazing. He'd be great on the show. Great guy." And then I have another person who works with friend of the show, John Oates, who said the same thing, completely no connection whatsoever, just raving about Adam. So I'm like, I gotta get this guy on the show. So.
You know that I paid them both to say that at the same time. So really, it came about very well.
Listen, the magic of Venmo, right?
Right.
Instant transfer. You can actually transfer them right now.
That's great.
Oh, Adam, but it's great. I mean, Adam, but before everything, how are you doing? How are you doing in California?
We're doing okay. I mean, luckily, my family and I have, have stayed away from any imminent dangers, and we're all hanging in. My kids are doing school virtually. I'm playing gigs virtually, and it's all been okay. Right when this started, we did this Quaranchella thing.
Right.
I have to credit my wife with coming up with the name, and we raised over $20,000 for nonprofits, just doing these concerts out in the streets and
Amazing.
on Facebook, and it was really it was a great feeling to do that every week. I kind of miss it, because now that no one's quarantining, really, I thought, well, why are we doing this anymore? And so it's on to the next disaster relief.
Yeah.
I don't know next.
Cool.
Nope.
Cool. Yeah, it's so cool. You got a chance to do that, Adam. And I feel like the people that know you and that know your story, the first thing they're gonna ask is, how is your mom doing? Like that's the question. How is Yeah, how's your mother?
Great. I took her to get her first COVID vaccine. She's 80, in her low 80s now, and I took her to Dodger Stadium, and I knew I needed to have my phone charged and ready, and sure enough, Mayor Eric Garcetti was there, and she caused the scene with him. When she met him, he started bragging about his piano skills, and she was like, "No, no, my son works with Elton John."
Oh my God, I can't even imagine. She must
And
use that card all the time, Adam.
I
All
don't
the
think
time.
she cares. I think she just used it as a way to get to him. I can't get in her head. It's too difficult. There's not enough room. But the video of it went semi-viral and
Of
got
course.
on Yahoo News and MSN, and now I'm calling the mayor's office wondering if we can all get together for her second vaccine.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I love it. I love it. And, yeah, and of course, you talk in depth about your mother in the book, "Shit Mother: The Story of a Man, His Mom, and the Thousands of Altogether Insane Letters She's Mailed Him." It's a great story for anyone that wants to check it out. It's an easy, nice, enjoyable read, and just so many great stories. Her chasing Christmas carolers for disrupting your sleep while you were sick as a child, or her letters giving you money advice. It's just a must. It's just a must read, Adam. But yeah, since we're on the topic of your mother, has this digital age, Adam, WhatsApp, Zoom, FaceTime, has it calmed down like her communication skills with you and your kids, or has it made it worse?
No, because she's not allowed to have my cell phone number, so that's the first big. And so when she can't get me, she bugs my kids,
Oh,
and
poor
that's
guys. Yeah.
and she knows better to not call my wife, because if she does, that's a problem. So I think it's made her a little more um, wary of life, because now her worst nightmare has come true, and there's this virus that can kill everybody. And so, really, I think she's most in her element now. So, if you say,
Yeah.
is she relaxed? Maybe with the fact that there's more danger everywhere, but it hasn't calmed her down any. I think she's more in that, see, I told you to be
Yeah.
scared of.
Yeah,
Uh,
isn't that funny, Adam? My ex-wife grandparents in Ohio, I used to think they were like so dramatic about everything. Like, you never know what's gonna happen with the world. We will live through plagues, and it was like I don't know what these people. And now they're laughing. They're probably like, "See, we've been talking. I'm telling you guys for 60, 70 years."
Told you. Yeah, that's where it's at. So you totally get it.
Oh my God, amazing, amazing. So Adam, so your early career is you just have a great story. Let me just touch on it. I mean, music has always been inside of you from your days in Miami Beach, where I'm from as well. I'm from Aventura,
Oh,
Miami Beach
cool.
High. Yeah, Elton John posters on your room. But
Mhm.
let me ask about USC, Southern California, in LA, where you went to college. I especially love that story of when you and two of your classmates wrote that script for that song "Think I'm Going Crazy," and you took it to MTV basement tapes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We decided, my friend Scott Alexander, who wrote People versus Larry Flynn, which is back in the news because Larry just passed away. And he wrote Big Eyes and all these incredible movies. Uh, One of my favorites was Ed Wood. He wrote that with his writing partner Larry Karaszewski. So Scott and I and a friend Howard all got together and said, let's do a video. And we just got all the people at the school at SC to help out. Cost us maybe, I don't know, $1,500 to make.
Hmm.
We did it on film, and we sent it to MTV, and they said, this is fun. It was a wacky tune called Think I'm Going Crazy, where I'm talking about, every time I look, there's a new gray hair, but my barber said, don't worry, soon there won't be anything there. I mean, it was really just a goofy, fast tune, or a bit of a rocker, if you will, but it was a pop rocker. And basement and MTV loved it, and they put us on the air, and I lost this record deal contract by 1% of the vote to this group called the Triplets,
Ugh.
who, I mean, it was a crazy time for us promoting that video and everything that happened after that video. I started working with Barry White, which was unbelievable. He was a hero of mine.
And you met him working at the record store, right?
No, that was Davey. That was
That
Davey
was
Johnson.
Davey.
That was my
Gotcha.
Elton.
Hmm.
But Barry, I met through all these connections I made from that video.
Amazing.
And I started working with him, and he wanted to start this new group with me and one of his kids, Barry White Jr. And it didn't work out, but I was working with Barry for like a year and writing
You
songs. And
you passed on the opportunity, right, Adam? Like he really wanted you, and you just something with the you just didn't think the terms were like accurate or fair or whatever. But
that's totally
you,
right. I messed that up. I really, I kick myself looking back on that because he was such a gem, and I'd walk in his house, he'd give me these huge bear hugs, and he was awesome, man. And because I didn't think it was a great contract, I was 21, 22. I was like, yeah, I don't need that. And,
wow,
well, whatever.
that's a lot of chutzpah, right? Chutzpah for a 21-year-old.
Hell of a lot of chutzpah, and I regret it to some extent because there was a lot of opportunity there to be had with Barry on the road, and uh, and no ill feelings, but it was just like I wonder what would have happened if.
Hmm.
You He fancied me and his son Barry Jr. as the new General Public, which was this big black and white duo back then,
Right.
and he had a name picked out. It was called From Bechet, the Buh from Barry and the Chet from Chester. And I remember him walking around his pool saying, "We could have a cologne called From Bechet. You could have From Bechet." And I'm thinking, oh my God, you know, it was wild the things he was thinking. And so yeah, sometimes I wonder, shit, hey, can you curse on this? I forget.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. That's the
I was
beauty of
like,
this.
fuck, what am I passing up here? And whatever, is what it is.
It is
But
what it is. Yeah. I mean,
enough with
yeah.
that. I was working in a record store in a huge step up career wise, and and met Davy Johnstone just shopping for records and stuff, and I was like, what do you think of this stuff? And it was a record of Elton, and Davey is the longtime guitarist for Elton since '71. He came on Madman Across the Water, and he and I just befriended each other. And then it was in 2005 that he asked me to sit in for Elton and do all these rehearsals and get the band ready for when Elton was going to play. And then soon I was kind of helping Elton get ready on occasion and, telling him what chord that was and how he voiced it. And then I was arranging and conducting choirs for him. It was a gradual progression, but I love Elton. I love the band, and it's just an honor. And I can't wait to get back to doing that when we're back, touring, doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, so there's like so much to unwrap there. I love how you just glanced over it like you're shopping at Publix. Like the most casual story there. Like, okay,
Publix. I love Publix. I
like
miss the place.
exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so much there. So with Davey, I mean, first of all, quite a trip for someone who had Elton John posters in Miami Beach growing up, right? That whole thing.
Crazy. I mean, I was literally driving all over Miami and Fort Lauderdale, calling these record stores to see what bootlegs they carried. And so I would shop for these albums of live recordings of Elton so I could figure out how he was interpreting these songs in live shows because I didn't want to do it so much like the record. I wanted to get the essence of what he felt when he wrote the song,
Mm,
and the liberties he would take with the live versions only enhanced what I was trying to do, not to imitate, but to sort of, replicate what he must have been thinking when he wrote Take Me to the Pilot, when he wrote your song, Madman Across the Water, Funeral for a Friend, and so it made my interpretations more realistic. I never had any interest in becoming an Elton John tribute band. I have plenty of respect for the guys who can do that. But I was taking it more from the artist point of view because I
Yeah.
write, I sing songs, and I was like, okay, what can I do? It's funny. I just got a text from Davey as I was watching this. That's
There you go. I don't believe in coincidences. I'm telling you, it's beautiful.
weird. Anyway, so I was just, totally into how can I do this without imitating, and I think that's what Davey really gravitated when we met and started hanging out, and I was playing for him, and then he started playing guitar on a lot of my demos, and it was like, who am I kidding? This is a dream come true.
Yeah.
I was just happy to be his pal and to get to know his family, and we were in each other's lives, and that meant the world to me. So
Amazing.
he started the whole surrogate thing. That was crazy. That was just so much fun.
Adam, let me ask you this. Just like doing a quick pivot there for a second with the Davey just texted you story.
Yeah.
Um, it seems that everyone that's known you, Miriam, Davey, Roxanne, and everyone included, everyone has like loved you for like forever. It's like once they're your friend for a long time.
That's
You know,
sweet.
no, but like that's what seems to be the pattern. What do you attribute this to? I know it's kind of hard to answer, and I just came out of the blue this question, so
No,
I don't
I
even know if
think
I'm asking it properly. But you seem to have like long withstanding relationships.
hmm I think it's a great question, Jamie. Seriously, because one of the things that I think Roxanne got with me was that I'm not doing music anymore for a need of anything. I'm doing it because I I don't love anything more than I love playing for people. I've always composed better. I've always written music better when someone was there watching, and not to impress or an ego thing, or maybe that was a little bit of it, if I'm being honest. But it was more that I could interpret people through music.
Yeah,
And when I met Roxanne, she was watching me perform my Hanukkah song, 8 Days and Nights, for this video we were doing live. And what I think caught her was that I didn't care that the keyboard wasn't the greatest keyboard that they had borrowed, for me to play. I was like, let me just sit down and play the song. If my voice cracks, my voice cracks. I'm not about the ego. I'm more about just sitting down and playing the damn song and hoping some people get off on it. And my humor and my ability to just connect with people is what I think she caught on. That I was just up there being my funny self, and not caring about any of the stuff that I didn't need green M&Ms in there. You know what I mean?
right.
I
Yeah,
demands. I just want to sit down and play. And
yeah,
that's what makes it fun. I could literally sit down and play for hours and hours and hours and not repeat a song, because the music that I heard as a kid has always been there. And that's why I'll never forget people like Miriam, because she was there in my high school. She saw this develop into those moments when I could sit down even with her in a room and just play for her. And she'd be like, how do you just sit down and play without thinking about what you're playing? And I say, I honestly don't have the answer for that. I just, some people call it a God given gift. I think that's a little heavy, and maybe it is. And I do believe in God, but I think there's something so in my heart with music that I cannot explain. And I hope I'm doing a good enough job and just saying it's not just a part of my life. It is a part of me.
yeah.
And someone took the piano away from me, I honestly don't know what I would do.
You know what it is, Adam? I think it's like your purpose. is to give love and give joy to thousands of people through your music.
Music, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like that's like your purpose. And I feel like everything you've done, and even the Elton John stuff is really cool, and like all that is really cool, but it's just tools for your purpose. It's just to augment your purpose at the end
I
of
hope,
the day.
I was doing this thing I called Insta Music, where people would write down what they were feeling in a word anonymously. At this church, I was playing piano at a church, a keyboard, and I had this idea. People anonymously write like um, uh, um, feeling blue or my favorite doll or just weird things that they would think of. I take them out, unfold them, and I play,
Amazing.
you know, and it was like, it became like this music therapy. So a friend of mine said, why don't you call yourself something that has to do with this and start a business? And I so wanted to do that. And the name was Dr. Because the keyboard has different sounds. So there's strings, there's guitars, there's pianos. So we came up with the thought of Dr. Phil Harmonic.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh my God, I love that. So I trademarked the name. I was like, oh my God, I could be Dr. Phil Harmonic. What I want to do. I feel I do that with these weekly shows where I'm streaming music live on Facebook. I'm doing them year specific now. So I play all the songs from 1975. And
amazing.
it's stuff I've never played before. And people are loving it. And I'm
Loving
dressed
it.
the part. I went out and got these platform shoes. I'm an idiot. I'm making like no money, and I'm doing this because I love to entertain. That's
Amazing.
what I love.
Amazing, Adam. Well, listen, you've been so generous with your time, and I think you're going to play a tune for us. But let me just ask one more question about that, about Zoom tunes and Philharmonic and all that great stuff. You very quickly pivoted when the pandemic started to these Zoom parties and all that stuff, playing to 20, 30, 40 people at the same time. How is that transition to do it like what you're doing in church and this, but like digitally on a screen, like squares?
It's different because you have to connect with people without seeing their reactions. So when you can, I look at the screen and I catch little phrases. Awesome. Oh my God, I remember that. It's hard, because I don't I know that these shows are being recorded and preserved on, say, the Sunset Marquee site where I play virtually. And I'm like, I know somebody doesn't want to tune in a week later and see some guy going, oh, Janice, you said that was awesome. Great. Bill, nice to see you. So it's an odd kind of thing because you're trying to connect, but for replay, you don't want to make it boring. So I'm adjusting to how to keep things in the moment, fresh, and acknowledge people without being, just a hello monster. You know, it's a weird thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hello Monster. That's a good one. I hadn't heard that, but yeah, it's a thing.
It just came to me like that. I don't know.
That's a good one, the Hello Monster. There's a lot of them out there.
Hi Billy, hi Fred. You're like, next.
Right. Right.
Anyway,
Oh my God, Adam. Well, listen, I mean, it's been such a pleasure. I didn't even get to ask you about, Maria, your kids, Luna Park in 1992. We'll have to leave that for the
we'll do it
sequel.
another time.
Absolutely, Adam. But yeah, like, what are you in the mood for playing for us? We're so honored.
Oh, please, it's a pleasure. I could either do an original or you know what? I think I will do this original. It feels right. I don't know what it is.
Awesome.
This
Always
is
go, always go with the feel.
yeah. I think that's it. This is a tune I wrote called "Inside the Night."
Inside the night.
One day, baby, when you say maybe we'll both get crazy and run together to the lifeguard tower, still has the power to pass the hours and never know we were there. Baby, we were there. Yes, we are there and we care as I hold you inside the night. Two big shivers as I deliver that secret nibble that makes you smile and kiss me gently and so intently. It's evidently the first time we are in love. Baby, this is love. Yes, this is love from above as I take you inside the night. Inside the night. A blue moon above, a blue moon below. I guess it's hard just to say when you're rolling inside the night. Oh. One day, baby, when you say maybe we'll both get crazy and run together to the lifeguard tower that still has the power past each and every hour and never know we were there. Yes, we were there and we care as I hold you inside the night. All alone we belong inside the night.
Oh my God, Adam, what a beautiful song.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for playing that. That was absolutely beautiful. And thank you so much for a great chat. Amazing.
Had a great time. Thank you, Jamie. I
Absolutely.
really appreciate it.
Thanks, Adam. You can encourage people to, check you out, adamchester.com and Facebook, Adam Chester Piano, I believe. Facebook.com/Adam Chester Piano. Follow you, like, get into your music, get into your books, because everything you touch is awesome. So,
Thank you, man. I so appreciate it. Stay safe.
absolutely. Take care.
Take care, man.